All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and make our book for Unit 5. All right, so pause the video and copy down the table of contents. There are two parts to this unit, so we're gonna go ahead and set it up for both. Again, pause the video and copy down the table of contents. All right, as always, to make the tabs, all right, you're gonna need a cover page. All right, so it's going to be called Vectors plus Complex Numbers, two parts. Then on the very next page, you're going to go half the page, and then you're going to write vectors. On the next one, just on the edge, see that? Just the edge of the vectors, write application of vectors. It's going to be within this tab. That's why it's on the same thing. Then on the next page, on the other half, you're going to write complex numbers, okay? We're going to split up complex numbers, okay? So on the other half of the tab, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lines from complex numbers. 8 lines, and that's going to be called operations with complex numbers. Then on the very next one, it's going to continue at the edge of this one. So I'm just going to fold my page right there. And that one's going to be multiply plus summary. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. And then the last page, if you put it just like this, will be the rest of the paper. And it'll be called divide. So that will be the end of it. Once you have that split up, then go ahead and cut and glue your papers in. As always, you're going to take a ruler. On the top right corner, you're going to apply pressure to your ruler, then pull towards the left and down. Okay, pull towards the left and down. And we're going to cut all the paper up. Pull to the left and down. Left and down. Left and down. All right, so pull to the left and down. All right, once you have all the paper cut, all right, we're going to glue it in on the very first double page. So after your cover page, okay, on the very first double page, you're going to put vectors. And again, when you glue this in, stay away from the margin on the left and the margin on the right. So glue that in right there, vectors. On the next page, you're going to glue in applications to vectors. Applications to vectors. Once again, stay away from the margin on the left and the margin on the right. On the next page, we'll begin our complex numbers. Okay, so that would be the one that says complex numbers. All right, complex numbers. So this is going to be a summary of everything about complex numbers, all the way to how you represent them. On the next page will be operations with complex numbers. That's adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. So operations with complex numbers. All right, 97, 98. On the next page will be multiply plus summary. All right, so multiply and summary. Again, stay away from the from the margin on the left and the margin on the right when you glue this in. And then finally, on the last page, you will have divide. Okay, so go ahead and glue that in first before you cut your tab. All right, once you have everything glued in, so again, I'll go over it one more time. Vectors is the very first one. Applications of vectors is next. Complex numbers is after that. Operations with complex numbers after that. Multiplying and the summary. Then 2 pages of divide. Okay, once you have those all glued in, then we're going to go ahead and cut in our tabs. So starting off on our cover page, remember your cover page is you go to the margin and you tear it all the way down. When you tear it all the way down, you're going to see vectors. All right, so you're gonna go to where you already marked vectors, cut it to the margin, and then cut it all down. All right, then after that, you go to the next one. So you see application of vectors is within vectors. That's why it's hidden. So you're gonna cut to the margin. That's why you had you mark it before, and then cut it all the way down.